Hi, and welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games. Today we are going to be doing a playthrough of In the Shadows, Resistance in France 1943 to 1944 by GMT Games and designed by Dan Bullock and Joe Schmidt. This is a fun solitaire, also two-player game that's card-driven. And first, a word from our sponsor. 3 Arrows Games in Carson City, Nevada. Go there for your gaming needs, whether it be new board games, card games, dice towers, dice, whatever you need. They have it. If they don't have it, they'll order it for you. Always nice, always friendly, great place to go play board games with your friends, play in tournaments, card tournaments. I played in Star Wars and Lorcana this past weekend. Had a blast. Lots of people turned out, and always a fun time. So thank you, 3 Arrows Games in Carson City, Nevada, for your support. Okay, so back to our game. So this is the Resistance. What you're trying to do is you have these units, the Maquis, and then these are regular resistance units that are in covert. You flip them over when they're not covert, or they get exposed by the Germans. The black cubes are German troops. The blue cubes are the milice or the militia, and they expose people as well and try to arrest. What their job is they're going to try to arrest your resistance people and put them in the disappeared box. Our job is so there's different personas that you can pick, and the one I picked for this is Francs Tireurs et Partisans. Sorry, my French is not very good. So what we're doing here is we are trying to recruit, and we need, by the end of the game lasts 9 rounds, we need at least 1 recruit in each of the 3 districts, this district, and this district here. Anyways, so that's that part. The occupation runs on a bot. So they have, this is like what it costs for them to move. You get action points, and it's based on the card event. It'll tell you how many action points you get, and they're tracked down here. And then you either move or you're trying to uncover, and they're trying to uncover Maquis or uncover one of our resistance units, while we are trying to ambush and send out German forces back to Germany, or we're trying to recruit units. We are also moving into different areas. We can hide the resistance, and we can sabotage. If you hide, that means you're going from uncovered to covered, back to covered. Ambush, you're basically going to be moving a German unit out to one of these German areas. And you're going to be moving this around the rondelle here. And when it gets back to the top, you get to move this marker down. And when it gets past these, you get to release one of these into your recruitment pool. And these have different things that get activated here. We have 3 decks of cards. We have a resolution deck that's going to give us things, so if we're trying to ambush it, I'd say we would fail. If the occupation was trying to arrest, the German troop would have a success, but the milice would not. If we are sabotaging, we would, only the Maquis would be able to. We would move the thing around the rondelle, move it to the next space, and we'd have to put an alert token. If it were a regular resistance unit, it would be a failure. Uncover, if the bot was trying to uncover, that would be a success. If we were trying to recruit, we would recruit a resistance. So that's how that card works. Then we have location deck, and the location deck tells us what district and then what zone to use there. That's for if the bot needs to pick a location. Then we have the events. The events, if it has a gray band, that's a German event. It has a little flavor text here on what to do. This will tell the district to use. If we get this card and it has this, then we can pick any district to play in. This is the amount of action points. It also determines the initiative. So whoever has the highest gets to go first. And the other band would be a red band, which would be the resistance. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we do is we pick 2 cards, and we're going to select one. We'll select this one, obviously. And then, so we have this district and a 5. And then we're going to draw 1 for them. And they have a 7, but they have an event for us. So they're going to go first. So I'm going to move the action points to 7. And let's resolve this. Until the end of the next round, ignore uncover results when taking sabotage and recruit actions. Okay, so don't need to worry about that right now. Okay, so they get 7 actions. So the first thing, they have this little chart here. So if they have an uncovered resistance unit in any district, which there are no uncovered, if a covert unit is in a district matching the event card suit, which is the red, so we're going to be in this district here, then what we do is go to each column and see which one fits. So you're basically, it's like a flow chart. You're trying to see which situation fits and then work your way to see which one is the most suitable choice. Okay, so there's 1 unit. So 1 unit, and we have 5 to 7. So a move a German isn't really the choice to make. Attempt an arrest, you can't arrest because we don't know what's there. So our option is to attempt to uncover. So we're going to try to uncover this guy, or the bot is going to. So they go to the resolution deck. On their first turn, they fail to uncover. So they go down to 6, and they get unlimited attempts, unlike us. I'll explain when we get to our turn. Okay, so uncover success. All right, so on their second turn, they got a success. So, all right, they've exposed a collaborator. So there's no other resistance units in the area, so their turn is now done. So now it's our turn, and we're playing this card, Jean Moulin, first president. Let's see. For the remainder of the round, sabotage actions in the white zones Do not place alert markers regardless of the result. Okay, so we get 5 action points. And we're going to be working in this district here. So we only have 1 unit, and we need to recruit, make sure we have units in every zone. So let's try a recruitment first. A recruitment cost 1. So recruitment cost 1. And so we're going to move down to 4. And we're going to look and recruit. We get to recruit a resistance. So we put a unit here. So we've recruited 1 unit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to bounce this guy out by doing a ambush and relegate him to a German region. So that is 1 unit. So let's try, we have 2 units to work with here. So move 1, ambush, a blue unit can get, no, so we don't, there's no blue unit. So a blue unit would have gotten moved. So let's try again. If we do 2 turns with 1 of these units, then it will uncover them. So I'm going to try with the other one to keep them hidden. Okay, so now we got to be able to move him. So he's going to move to here, and then so that was 1, 2. Okay, then we're going to move into here, and that cost 1, actually 2, because we're covert, so that costs 2. And then we're going to try to let's try a sabotage. So we're going to try to move the little rondelle. So we'll try a sabotage. So we move the rondelle, and we have an alert in the area. So rondelle moves, and we have an alert. So we put an alert token there. All right, that just will further help the occupation. If there's an alert token, it helps them when they draw. Okay, so that is the end of our turn and the end of round 1. So round 2, we are going to draw 1 card for us. We get the Pearl Witherington event, and they get the Josephine Baker for us. So I'll use this one. So we have the initiative first. So we will go first. Place the marker for this event in any of the red or the white district there. Once per round, you may flip the marker to ignore a drawn resolution card for their action in this zone and draw a second card. Oh, I forgot to mention that at the end of a round, if you have an uncovered marquee in this zone and district, you can flip them back over to covert. And also you can recruit 1 unit to, at the end of the round, 1 marquee. Okay, so we place this marker here, and we get to place it in either the red or the white zone. So we will place it in pairs here. Okay, and then we get 5 action points, And we are going to be working actually in the blue zone because the blue here. So we're going to be working in this district, in these zones. All right, so I have 2 units here. Let's try to bounce this guy out. So we are going to do an ambush, which takes 1 action point. And ambush is a failure. So that was with 1, we'll say with the Maquis. And then we'll do 1 with the resistance. Ambush failure. Okay, so now we have a choice. We can continue to try to do that or try something else. Let me move this guy into here. So that costs 2 points. 1, 2. And then I'm going to, let me try to sabotage. I'll do 1 with the Maquis. Sabotage, an alert, and a failure. Or I think it's, if there's an alert, there's a failure, but there's no alert there. Okay, okay, so let's try to, we're gonna try to sabotage. Or no, we already did that. So, all right, so that's the end of our turn. And then the bot gets to go. And they had the Josephine Baker. You may draw 2 cards from the event, select 1. Okay, so they're going to be working in the blue area. And their first thing is they are going to try to uncover these people here. So they're going to work in this area here. Actually, this one here, because this has a higher priority. So they'll work here and try to uncover one of these. They'll try to uncover this person first. And they failed. And they have 4 action points, so now they're down to 3. All right, let them try to do the Maquis. There's no alert there, and it's a failure. Okay, so they failed again. Try the Maquis again. Another failure. And lastly, they'll try the resistance again, and another failure. So they failed to uncover anyone. All right. So that is the end of the round. We get to recruit another one. And then let me do one more round and then I'll wrap it up. All right, so basically, let's see, we draw another card here. So we have Smod here. We have 4 action points, and they have Gestapo with 7. So they're going to go first. So let's see what their card says. When this card is played, the occupation bot will use a location card to randomly select and uncover 1 resistance cell. Great. So they're going to use the location deck. So in the red district under section 2, which is this one, that doesn't apply. Under the blue, zones 3 and 4, or the white under zone 1 here. All right, so they're gonna go for this one, and they uncover one of our resistance units. All right. So they have 7 actions now, and they are working in this district here. Let's see, they are going to try to uncover this guy. So the blue gets a success, so they uncover. Oh, they revealed a collaborator. So, all right, so they have revealed one of their own working for them. Now they get to move. If an uncovered resistance unit in any district and resistance unit alone, so we're gonna have to go up and get this guy. So we're gonna move. So they did their 1 turn there. So now they're gonna move, which cost them 1. And they'll move a German in there. And then they're going to try to do an arrest. So an arrest cost 1. So that was for the move. This is for the arrest. And let's see if they arrest. A success. So they successfully arrested that guy. And he goes bye-bye into the disappeared box. So he's down there. There's no more resistance tokens in there. So now we are, it's our turn, and we have this samad, which means in 2 adjacent zones you may flip uncovered resistance units to their covert side. So we don't have any that are uncovered. So we have 4 action points we can use. So we are on 4 there. And what we're gonna do is we are going to sabotage for 1 in here. All right, so we get to move the rondelle 1. And then I'll do another sabotage there. We get to move the rondelle again. And now we get to move this down, which releases one of these into our recruitment pool. And next we will attack. So let's see, I had 4, so that was 2. Okay, we'll attack 1 in here. Ambush is a failure. I'm gonna attack again because I get to flip him over at the end of the turn. Ambush is a failure. So then he becomes uncovered. Now it's the end of our turn. And that is the end of round 3, which we would now move to round 4. We'd flip this guy and get another recruitment. I could put here. Okay, so that's basically how this game works. You're the only your victory is going to be based on your card that you have. And let me find my card. There it is. So basically I have to fulfill both of these. So I can take a recruit action in any zones. If I have a resistance unit, I must have at least 1 resistance cell in all 3 districts at the end of the game. So right now we're missing in these 2, so I'd have to recruit in those 2 by moving some people to get there. But that's how this game is played. I think it's it's a light game. It's card driven. I like the solitaire aspect of it. I think 2 players would be fun. There's some other things that you get to use, like this resource track and this supply track here for the Germans. So it's kind of you steal resources and bring them back to Germany, and then these are the resource here. But it's a cool game. I like it. I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5, just because it's a really light game. But anyways, it's a fun game. So hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.